What's up, friends? Welcome back to the most magical channel here on YouTube, aka 9 3/4. It's Chrissy here, and I'm super happy to be with you today. I hope you're having a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and thank you so much for being with me. Thank you for clicking on the video, being drawn here. And basically today's video is all about what your Hogwarts house needs to know, the energy, the vibe, the feel, all that jazz. So go ahead and pick your Hogwarts house or houses if you're double sorted. If you're not sorted yet, I have a link dropped down below where you can go ahead and take a quiz if you'd like to get sorted officially. If not, no worries. That's, by the way, that link is totally free. I think all you need is an email address to get sorted, but if you don't want to get sorted, totally fine. Go ahead and just pick the group or groups that you feel drawn to the most, like always. So we're just going to get started with the group selection here, starting with group 1, which is Slytherin, represented by Professor Snape. So this is group 1, Slytherin. Okay. And for reference, their color is green. Group 2 is Hufflepuff, represented by Professor Sprout. For reference, their color is yellow. And group 3 is Ravenclaw, represented by Professor Flitwick. And for reference, their color is blue. And group 4, we have Gryffindor, represented by Professor McGonagall. And for reference, their color is red. So, as usual, go ahead and pause the video here, take all the time you need to pick the group or groups that you feel drawn to the most. Timestamps are always dropped down below, and I will meet you at your reading or at your house. What's up, Slytherin house? Welcome to your reading. If you chose Slytherin house or Professor Snape, welcome to your reading. I'm going to go ahead and put Professor Snape right here. Snape, Severus Snape. Dumbledore. Okay, I won't do it. I'll save you from the nerdiness, but seriously, if you know, you know. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to start us off. These 3 are for later, so we're going to save that on the side there. But getting started, Slytherin fam, I wanted to keep this pretty, like, I don't want to, like, go into the whole, like, what your house means, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't want to go into, like, the whole a stereotype of what it means to be a Slytherin or what it means to be a Hufflepuff, or you know what I mean. I don't want to get into that because this is just, I wanted to be, this is what you need to know now. When you find this is a timeless reading, so when you find this is what you need to hear. But yeah, getting into it, you guys. We have, this is beautiful, number 31, magic. It says the frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. Absolutely. I love this card so much. We also have hope, another amazing card, which I want you guys to really see the beauty that is this deck. I love that deck, by the way. You also have number 56, Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. Number 40, 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So this is going to be your third eye chakra. And then you have number 1, your personal unicorn, bathe in pure love, stay open to unicorn magic. I love that. Okay, I'm going to shift this so the glare is less crazy. So sorry. All right. Slytherins. I feel like a lot of you are really just in this powerful moment in your life. You have 2 4s popping out right off the bat, and also 1s seem to be like really powerful for you guys. Hold on one sec. Sorry, guys. What was I saying? You guys are coming into this time where you're really tapping in to your own magic, your own sense of abilities and potential, and just really setting the foundation of all that is you. You know, really opening yourself up to how powerful you truly are and stepping into that. You know, I feel like Charlotte's Web could be a really powerful movie for you and have messages contained in it, especially with the spider spirit coming out here for you as well. For me, spiders are also an indication of abundance coming in a sense where you are the creator of your own amazing life. You know, you have the ability to create the life that you envision and that you are dreaming of. So it's really about you, like, you know, when it says make your dreams real, you, like the spider, have this ability and magical power within you to spin your own web in which you can create whatever reality you want, whatever environment you want to live in. That's your ability to do that. You have the power to do that. And it's just about you having the hope and allowing yourself to envision that, you know, allowing yourself to tap into your intuition, open yourself up to that psychic ability that you have, whether or not you're aware of it, which I feel like you are. If you're here, there's a lot of this like magical power feelings coming through, whether you have some clear gifts. I feel like smell might be a very powerful one for some of you, just because I feel like my nose is kind of like very sensitive right now to scents in particular, so that might be something for a lot of you. But definitely, it's just about you. It just says like bathe in pure love, stay open to unicorn magic. And whenever I think about unicorns, it's just the purity of them and the ability for them to just be. They are pure magic. And so I don't know if any of you have ever watched Charmed before, but there's a particular episode, OG Charmed now, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I've not watched the new Charmed, but I'm talking about OG Charmed, where all magic is shut down. You know, it's not working. So what happens is the elders had predicted this, have anticipated this happening, and so they had sent, you know, the charmed ones a unicorn as a gift. And what this helps them during this time of no magic is that a unicorn's horn contains pure magic, in which you just, you know, shave a little bit of that unicorn horn dust, sprinkle it, and boom, magic happens, you know. And I feel like that is just you being able to really tap into that and being open to that childlike sense and wonderment, being able to look back into your life and see, like, where was it in your life that you had big dreams and big hopes and big aspirations, and at what point did you stop yourself in those dreams in which you told yourself, like, I can't do this because of X, Y, and Z. And why did you tell yourself that? You know, like, what held you back? You know, it's about you opening yourself up and really letting yourself dream bigger. Go back to those dreams and ask yourself, why did I stop that dream? You know, is it because I lost passion for it, or is it because I told myself it was too big of a dream? You know, there's a difference. No dream is too big, I should say. But I do want to get tarot for a little more elaboration and details as to like what you guys need to know or hear, what's going on here. So what do our Slytherins need to know? You have Oh, I was saying you guys have a lot of one energy, so we're going to take this one first because that's what flipped out. We have the King of Wands here, which I want to show you. I don't think it really focused, did it? There you go. King of Wands. That was quick. Queen of Wands reversed. What do our Slytherins need to know? The Sun reversed. Oops. What do the Slytherins need to know? Hold on, there's too many cards, dude. One sec, guys. This feels very, the Ace of Wands reversed. What? The Two of Wands reversed. On the back of your deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So, my hand is a little shaky, guys. Somebody's feeling a little nervous, or a little anxiety filled. Just a little. Not so much that it affects you, but I feel like there's a little bit of this, like, nervous energy versus, like, anxiety, I want to say. Hold on a sec as I tap into this. Sorry, my chair is so squeaky. I feel like for a lot of you, there's so much passion within you, but there's this sense of like, there's this sense of like glass half empty and glass half full part of like part of you is really trying to be glass half full, but at the same time, there's like this other part of you that's been glass half empty. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they're showing me like Meredith Grey. And if you know anything about Grey's Anatomy, if you've watched it, Meredith Grey is a character who is very much a pessimist in the beginning of the show. Her character growth has been so crazy. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it for you if you've never watched it. But she's grown and evolved into such an incredible glass half full character. So, excuse me. And I feel like something for you to note here is that she's been through so much trauma and, you know, loss and grief and growth at the same time, and just rebirth processes. That's what I'm seeing here with the Phoenix and the Sun here. And I feel like you guys have also been through that same process, you know, the same rebirth, the same rising from the ashes. And like a part of you here in going forward in whatever particular goal or manifestation that you may be trying to tackle at the moment, while you're trying to dream bigger, I feel like a part of you is kind of holding yourself back in the sense that you're afraid that by speaking your dream out loud too big or putting it out there into the universe and it like not working out, you're kind of setting yourself up for disappointment and sadness and just this sense of like unhappiness and glass half empty and just bitterness and not a good feeling. And so there's this part of you in here that just feels like the fire is dying out. It's almost like you are fighting yourself in the sense of like wanting to have hope that this time it'll be different, that this time around, you know, you can really go for it and really tap into your magic and be something bigger and better, like kind of like Severus Snape, and how he was somebody who really got picked on and really was just the underdog in the story for so many reasons. I think people really just took advantage of him as he was growing up and picked on him, like I said, thought he was just a big loser and a weirdo, you know, James and the Marauders really just were not nice to him, right, growing up. So I feel like as he did grow up and became Professor Snape, he was really such a powerful wizard, and people just really didn't know that, right? It was kind of like hidden beneath the surface. And the type of magic that he could do, the type of, power he had, was because there was so much love inside of him that people just didn't realize, bathe in pure love. That saying is really sticking out to me from this card here. Doing things from his heart space for Harry Potter was because he had so much love for Harry's mom, and he saw Harry's mom within Harry, and so that protection was there, and that power was there. And I think that as long as you do whatever this is with love and align with that, your heart space, I really don't think that there's anything for you to fear. There's nothing for you to, of course, like with human nature, we're going to have fear. But as far as like you being worried about if you're worthy of this, or, if you can do this, you definitely can. You are a badass. You are powerful. You are amazing. And if you're having a difficult time reigniting your power, finding your power, feeling like someone is taking it from you, and like you can't see the future in this, it's really about you not worrying about what other people think, not worrying about like someone else to give you that power and validation. You have to be able to give it to yourself, because ultimately you are this King of Wands. Ultimately, you have to be able to see it within yourself and not be so frustrated by the fact that, other things have maybe not worked out before. And just understanding too that it's going to take you being diligent. It's going to take you working hard and putting your head down at times, and believing in yourself when no one else is, cheering for yourself when things get really quiet, because that's when the hard work starts. That's when, sometimes when things are really quiet, you think nobody is really cheering for you, but honestly, it's because they're just watching quietly, waiting for you to, explode. And it's oftentimes the people who really know you, they're not going to speak out or say anything until you blow up really big, and it's unfortunate, but it's true. And it's when you do blow up really big, they're going to be like, hey, I know you, remember me? Like, and then you're going to be like, hey, nah. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. But, I mean, like, in the sense that you're going to blow them off in that way. But, I mean, you do whatever you feel like you need to do. But you know what I mean? Like, I want you to know and understand that people don't always cheer for you, and are not likely to cheer for you in the beginning, because that's the hardest part. Are you really going to stick it out? Is this really what you're going to do? And of course, no one ever cheers like until you're a huge thing. That's just the unfortunate human nature of people. It is what it is. I don't know how else to say it, unfortunately. But you really need to understand here that there is so much potential within you, and you just really need to see it within yourself. With you having this 1 and 11, 56 condensing to 11, and you have 2 4s here. 1 and 11, I mean, 11 is a master number, really just compounding into talking about yourself and your potential, your gifts, opportunities coming your way, new beginnings. And then, of course, 40 condenses to 4, 31 condenses to 4. For me, this is all about your foundation, setting up the, really laying out the foundation for something solid and steady, to build something long term, sustainable, manifesting, building, practicality, things like that. And that's something that takes time. If it happened overnight, do you really think that's going to be sustainable? No, not necessarily. It takes time. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what I keep hearing. And so, that is something that's, it's just about being patient and really sticking it out. Sometimes, when we think things falling apart, we think we're not worthy of the next thing, but really those things were meant to fall apart to teach us something. We're meant to fall apart to set up the foundations for things, because we learn certain skill sets, certain you know, we have certain layers being built up in order to prepare us for this next level. You know, where we asked for growth, we asked for, you know, a certain level of something, and that's what we're being given. You know, sometimes we don't see it right away, but we're going to move into this section here, and we have new moon in Leo shine. I love this for you guys. This is amazing. Okay, I'm going to lay out all the cards before I start talking. We also have friendship, and number 36, witch's wounds, remedy, magical medicine, sacred heart, another day. Yes. Okay. So another thing I want to talk about, I love how this comes out over hope as well. So with this witch's wounds card and hope coming out together, I feel like this really kind of speaks to me that sometimes we have a crappy day and we kind of like, we really, what's the word? What is the word, Spirit? Subtle? Not subtle, no. We really dwindle. It's not dwindle either. You know, like when you really just keep like thinking about it. Dwell. Oh my gosh, why was that such a hard word? We really dwell on that bad day rather than taking it and feeling our feelings, letting it go, and moving forward. And I'm not saying, you know, don't feel your feelings and just move on from it. Like, definitely feel your feelings, express yourself, and let it go. But don't sit there for too long, you know? Really, I want you to understand, because with this hope card, there's a little story, and which is why I love this particular Wandwood deck, is that the story behind it is that, I think her name is Mianetti, in this card. She basically takes all of your yesterdays and, you know, leaves it for, collects them all and has them all together and sprinkles them around. And basically what she talks about is how those are, even though they were not necessarily the best, at some point they could be something amazing for someone else. You know what I mean? Looking back, they're not all yesterdays are bad. And then all tomorrows always start in the quietest and have the most hope and are filled with the most hope, because it's a new beginning. It's a new slate. It's a new start. It's a new opportunity for something amazing to happen. And going into that with this witch's wounds card, remedy, magical medicine, sacred heart, another day. It's a new day. You know, it's a fresh start. It's magical medicine. It's this healing happening for you guys. And I think that whatever failures that you might have experienced before in the past, leave that in the past. You've learned from them. Take those wounds with you. Take those scars and understand that those scars are just thicker skin. You know, let those scars remind you that you have a thicker skin now, that you are stronger, you know, because of what you've been through. And understanding now that you have a stronger heart and you're able to withstand even more. You're able to, you know, go up against even more. And this is a new level. And so it's about you stepping into your confidence and really shining, you know, stepping into your power, letting your magic and your potential really shine through. Because I feel like you need to really embody that, you know. Excuse me. Professor Snape was the Half-Blood Prince. Amazing. Like, he had all the secrets in his little potion book and literally helped Harry become the top of his class in his potions class with Professor Slughorn. And it was because he was just an incredible potions master, you know. And it's about you allowing yourself to shine in that aspect, in whatever aspect that you want to shine in. Go for it, you know. Don't dim your light, or don't let anyone else dim your light either. with the friendship card here, I feel like there's somebody coming in as well to really help you along the way, to really, you know, give you that support that you need to help you really shine, to help you really see that there's hope, to help you really see that you have the magic within you and letting it shine through. You know what I mean? Slytherins, I mean, seriously. Sometimes Slytherins get such a bad rep because of the way they were portrayed in the Harry Potter series, but you really need to understand that Slytherins are absolutely badass and so amazing. Obviously, one of the most incredible, bravest characters in the entire series is, of course, Professor Snape, one of my favorites. So, love, love, love Slytherins. So if you're a Slytherin, show your love down below with either a snake emoji or green hearts, something. We're going to finish off now with some advice. We have new beginnings. Wow, definitely new beginnings coming for you guys. I don't know what this is. I'm really excited. Definitely just let me know down below if you want to share. I would love to hear all about it. Oh my gosh. Seriously, what were we just talking about? Luck is self-belief, believing in yourself. And not only that, but this is Felix Felicis liquid luck. And literally this is what Harry wins in the potions class, where they have to make the draft of the living dead. Draught of the living dead. But anyways, you guys, are you going somewhere? Are you really? Where are you guys going? Where are you going? Tell me. Does this have something to do with your new beginning? This feels really amazing, you guys. Is that something else that flipped over? Oh, we have wisdom, wit, creativity, you guys. Embodying a little bit of that Ravenclaw energy. So tap into your wisdom, especially when it comes to this new beginning. Like, your wisdom and creativity will really take you far. You also have asked someone smarter potion making. Seriously. It's like you're really a Slytherin. Are you? I'm being sarcastic, but seriously, I think this has to do with your friendship, somebody who is coming in or is in your life, really being there for you as a support system and helping you out, being there for you. So don't be afraid to lean on them. Ask for guidance, support, you know, mentorship in some way. It also says give back. So really, I feel like appreciation is in order here when it comes to, you know, when it comes to like your, I'm sorry, when it comes to your, what's the word? I don't want to say luck. When it comes to like the things that are falling into place for you and your opportunities, as well as your friendship and support coming into your life, don't be shy as far as like showing your appreciation. It doesn't have to necessarily be like monetary or like materially, but definitely show your appreciation. You know, let people know that you appreciate them. So let's get you one more. We have this is your best work, guys. Seriously, this has a lot to do with that hard work that you're doing and putting forth, and the fact that this is about making your dreams a reality. The back of your deck says, gasp, I see love. So this could be, for some of you, could be romantic, but for the most part, I feel like this has a lot to do with whatever it is that you're creating, whatever it is that you're embarking on in this new venture, in this new beginning. This has a lot to do with that as far as like the love goes, but definitely take it if it feels like romantic. But I feel like this, whatever this new beginning is, it has a lot to do with something that you feel passionate about. Okay, but that is what I'm seeing for you guys, my Slytherin gang. I hope that this was what you needed and resonated for you. Please go ahead and smash the like button, comment down below, let me know if you are a Slytherin with your snake emoji or green heart, something, let me know. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I'll also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family over there. where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings, not available here on YouTube. But thank you guys so much for being here and watching, and I hope you guys have a magical day or night when whatever you're watching this. Also, thank you guys so much for the virtual tips. I appreciate you guys so much. I can't thank you enough, and I appreciate you all so much. Those are linked in my Linktree link. Also, please be careful of scammer accounts on my Instagram. I only have one Instagram account. That's Carissa, spelled like this, no extras or anything like that. I will also never ever message you for a personal reading ever, never. Okay, just FYI. So please be careful out there, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. What's up, Hufflepuff? Welcome if you chose Hufflepuff House. If you are a Hufflepuff or you chose Professor Sprout, welcome to your reading. I'm going to go ahead and put the oopsie. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to put Professor Sprout right there next to the Mandrake Root. Actually, I'm going to lay her down so you can see her sort of. But we're going to go ahead and get started right now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for right now. These are for Leica. And we're just going to jump right on in, okay? So, Hufflepuffs. I want to preface this by starting off and saying that I'm not going to go into detail with the whole what it means to be a Hufflepuff, etc., etc. That was not my intention of the reading. My intention is just what you need to hear right now. Whenever you see this is timeless. So whenever you come across this video is what you're meant to hear when you're meant to hear it. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? So that being said, here we go. We have number 38, remembrance. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we've gone through as a soul in body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. I love this. Peacocks might be very significant. I don't know why. I've just pictured a peacock just now with this beautiful card here. We also have Bond. Is also making me think of peacock energy. Number 49, Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. We have number 53, Magician and the Mirror reversed. And number 20, Rose Gold Comic Pool. Bathe in cosmic love. Soak up wisdom. I love that. Okay. Love it. Okay. All right. My Hufflepuffies. Awesome. So, I just have this vision of Grandmother Willow. I can't remember what the song is, unfortunately. You know, it's a mix. Okay, so Pocahontas might be a significant movie as well as Moana. Because I just heard You Know Who You Are. And I think in Moana, she's actually singing that song to me right now. So, she's like, you know who you are. And I know I have a terrible singing voice, so I apologize for hurting your ears, but she's literally singing to Te Fiti that you remember who you are. And I think that's very significant for you guys. So those two movies might be very significant. Also, I love those two movies, especially Moana. But definitely, I feel like this has a lot to do with you guys remembering a part of yourself, whether it be a part of you in this particular life or in a previous life. I feel like for a lot of you, this, regardless of if it's in this life or not, this has a lot to do with, ooh, and the candle just went out. This has a lot to do with you reigniting something that you have been out of touch with a part of you that is just felt either lost or just disconnected from. And I feel like this is just you being able to connect with that part of you and really being able to bond with it. Being able to go within yourself and really find that within you. Understanding that you have this innate ability to tap into this inner wisdom, and you have this connection to magic. And I just heard Akashic records might be a huge thing as well, where you are able to get these downloads from previous things where you just like know things where you have no idea how you know them, but you just do. And that's part of it, you know, it's because you remember it from another life or another, you know, it's just another world. And I feel like you might be really connected to animals right now as well. Also, being out in nature, I feel like is going to be very helpful in terms of like you tapping into this and really grounding yourself as well. Especially if you can be in like wooded areas, like near trees, things like that. I know it's not going to necessarily be something that all of you can do depending where you live in the world, of course, but definitely it's just about remembering who you are. Ocean themes might be like being near ocean might be also helpful as well, just because of the whole Moana thing. But definitely I feel like trees are a big factor for a lot of you. But with that being said, I do feel like this is just about you taking your power back and about you really looking within yourself for that power that you feel like you've lost. I think that some of you may have felt like, you know, looking outside for certain validation, certain things, maybe trying to manifest certain abilities or certain gifts, things like that. But what you don't recognize is that you have it already. You know what I mean? So it's about just you remembering that part of you, that part of yourself, and going within yourself to really see it. Sorry, my chair is so squeaky. 49 condenses to 13, which is actually my lucky number. 13, and it says now is a lucky time. I feel like this also is about you going down a rabbit hole and really discovering something new, something that you've been wanting to really like, just possibilities, something impossible. I keep thinking like Alice in Wonderland, going down the rabbit hole kind of thing, you know. There are 7 impossible things, I believe in. I could list 7 impossible things before breakfast or something like that. I'm butchering that quote totally, but that is the quote that's coming up. I will put it here somewhere on the screen. But I feel like that is something that you really need to remember. Part of you is just forgotten, you know, and I keep looking at this red color here, and there's a part in Harry Potter where Neville Longbottom gets what's called a remembrall, and it turns red when you've forgotten something. And I think that's what has happened. Like, you've forgotten a part of yourself. You've forgotten the wonderment and the possibilities and the things that you're able to accomplish, the wisdom that you have and the power that you have within yourself. And it's just about you connecting to that part of yourself, connecting to your higher self, connecting to, you know, just your power. You know, I feel like it's just remembering who you are. You know who you are and remembering who you are. So let's just tap into a little more detail here about what you really need to know, what's going on, things like that. I really feel like there's something here that you are trying to do or accomplish, manifest, things like that, but you feel like your power is just not there. When I feel like that's not the case, it is there. You just can't really find it. What do my Hufflepuffs need to know? What do Hufflepuffs need to know, please? What do Hufflepuffs need to know? Whoa! Hold on, I dropped a card. Do I take both? Let's just take both. So let me just show you real quick. We have the Four of Pentacles that flipped out on the table. And you also had the Ace of Wands that dropped on the floor. Also hearing what else can I do by, I don't know who it's by. It's from Encanto. Also another significant movie. You guys have a lot of movies popping up. But Isabella sings that song and she's like, what else can I do? I think you guys should listen to that song. She just made something unexpected. And we also have the Ten of Pentacles, guys. That's amazing. What do Hufflepuffs need to know? Keep dropping cards. Hold on. Where'd it go? Seven of Swords. Oh. Page of Pentacles reversed. And the back of your deck is the Page of Cups reversed. Alright. Hufflepuffs. Okay. So, definitely nailing the head on the head here. When it comes to whatever this is that you are trying to do or trying to accomplish, I feel like you're holding back in your energy. You're being kind of like stingy with it because you're just so unsure of yourself. You're not really like sure what to really ground into, you know, stone. What's the saying? You're not really sure what to plant firmly into the ground and sprout up and really nurture as far as like your goals and aspirations go, and you're just feeling so unsure of yourself, you know, just emotionally just feeling detached and not, I don't want to say detached, but just not feeling like connected. I feel like because you're just, there's just a lot of self-doubt there. I feel like you're just feeling these feelings of unworthiness, feeling like, you know, disconnected, and because of that you're just, I don't know, there's no confidence here. It feels like a little bit of scarce, a little bit of unsureness, and just like kind of like Ron, you know. Ron is very afraid in the movie for like a lot of the beginning parts, and he's just unsure. He's not that confident in his abilities and his magic and his power, and he's so afraid of certain things like spiders and just not ready, you know, and immature. And that's kind of where you're at. I'm not saying you're immature emotionally, not saying that at all. What I mean to say is like you're just not, you're feeling like you're not ready for certain things, or like you can't do certain things when that's not the case. You know, the case is here. The case is here that you have to just kind of shift things up and how you think and see things. With the Seven of Swords coming out here, it's just kind of about your mindset. I feel like for me, I've been reading that card a lot like that lately. The Seven of Swords is kind of like a change in your mindset, a shift in your mindset, a strategy, right? Shifting how you look at things and how you perceive things, in terms of like your thought processes, your thinking, your way of doing things, because swords are very much your thoughts and your mind, right? Clarity, things like that, very much at the mental space. So I want you to really think about how you go forward with a certain mindset and allow yourself to have a more abundant mindset, not like so much like there's no way I can achieve this because of that, you know. There's no way I can do this because of that. I, I can't achieve this because there's someone else doing it, you know. There's too many people doing whatever, and it's like I want you to really understand that there's enough room for everyone at the table. There's enough room for all of us to accomplish things. Remembering that you have the abilities and the powers to do what you can do and whatever it is that you set your mind to. You know, Ron decided he wanted to play Quidditch. And, you know, he wasn't the best at first. He took the time to practice and become better. Was he better than McCormick at first? I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. But if you do, you do. He wasn't the greatest, right? But he ended up being incredible and being perfect for his position and helped win the games and all of that stuff. So it was really about him believing in himself and shifting the way he, you know, his mindset about it. Not like, I'm not good enough for that. There's no way I can beat him. There's no way I can do this because he's better than me and he was on the team before. And it was just about Harry kind of helping him see things differently, thinking like, you know, he could do it, you know, thinking he had luck on his side, thinking like, you know, X, Y, and Z. And like, also what's really sticking out to me is the quote that Harry said, just because you made it on the team last year doesn't guarantee you a spot on the team this year. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about, like, just because someone has, you know, gotten something before doesn't mean that they're going to get it ahead of you. You know what I mean? This time around. I don't know if that applies to your situation in particular. So take it if it resonates. But I do feel like whatever this is that you're trying to accomplish, this has a lot to do with you connecting to your passion, being fueled by that passion, taking your power here with the Ace of Wands, because you're wielding that wand with finesse. You know, this is the Elder Wand here in this picture, being held by Dumbledore, which my camera is not focusing. There we go. And understanding that you have that power, you are the magician, and you just have to look in the mirror and recognize that you hold that power and you have the ability to wield that power and achieve the 10 of Pentacles that you are dreaming of, you know, that you want, and remembering that you have the ability to do that. You have the ability to achieve whatever it is that you set your mind to. It's just about you remembering who you are, remembering that each day is a new day, and regardless of whatever shitty day you had before, that doesn't matter. Today's a new day, tomorrow's a new day. Let's try again. You know, maybe you had a bad day. Everybody has a bad day. You know, somebody has had a worse day than you. It's time to start again. Don't focus so hard on the bad, on the shitty day. And I'm not trying to promote toxic positivity. That's not what I'm here trying to do. What I'm trying to get you to see here is not look at everything negative, because the more you dwell on the negative, that's not helping you. You know, we need to move forward. We need to move onward. We need to focus on things that matter. And, you know, when we look at things through a more positive light, and not, again, I'm not trying to promote toxic positivity. I'm just saying, when we try to be more appreciative of the good that we have, the things that we are grateful for and things like that, more things to be grateful for will start flooding into our life. It's like a magnet, honestly. It really truly is. And the same thing goes with positive things. You know, when we start looking at the good in situations, you know, the bad things are not going to seem as bad. You know, when we dwell in the negative, of course, we're going to attract more of that to us. You know, that's just the law of attraction. It's kind of how the energy works. You know, when you vibe out with negative things, of course, you're going to draw more of that into your life. So keep that in mind. And you guys are my Hufflepuffs, you know, you're more of my happy-go-luckies, you know. So I feel like you don't have to worry too much about that. We have last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. This I feel like has a lot to do with a part of you that you're remembering, a part of you that feels like you forgot about or you're disconnected from. It's remembering the powerful magician, that magical side of you that you have deep within you, this wisdom that you have to unleash into the world. We also have trust coming out as well. And number 9, Vervain Everlasting, Spellbound, Soul Alignment, Release, and Protection. So definitely this has a lot of magicalness coming out to me. Vervain always makes me think of Vampire Diaries and just how much magic there was in that entire show with witches and vampires, and just you being able to really believe in the impossible. And then with trust, I feel like you just really need to trust in yourself. Trust that you have what it takes within you, the wisdom, the magic, remembering that you have all of that within you, and just really aligning to that. Reveal what needs to be seen. It's about you revealing the parts of you that you felt disconnected from, and not being afraid to let that out, not being afraid to really bond with it, and remember that you are who you are, you know. And if people make you feel a certain way, where you feel like you've had to hide it in the shadows for whatever reason, you need to trust that you are coming into alignment with what is necessary in your life and what is meant for you. You have luck on your side, so I feel like what's being brought to you is meant to be with you. And those who are not are going to be cast out. And I don't mean cast out in like a bad way, but I mean like you're letting go of what's not meant for you and you're bringing in what is. So with that being said, I think that this is just about you trusting the process and really remembering that you are incredibly talented, you're incredibly magical, you're incredibly gifted, and you deserve what you want in this life. You know, you don't need to please other people anymore if that's what you've been doing. You know, really allow this love and this magic to be like coming into your life, and take hold of that wand and wield it because you deserve it. So let's finish off now with some advice and guidance here. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because seriously, Hufflepuffs, you guys are amazing. Oh, we have luck is self-belief with liquid luck. Definitely believing in yourself, understanding that. I love that. You guys definitely need to believe in yourselves, and you have so much luck on your side. Luck, liquid luck, and then rabbit spirit. Luck is on lucky time. It says now is a lucky time. I keep saying luck is on your side because luck is on your side. You also have new beginnings. So, okay, new beginnings, you have that again. I was going to talk about that, how number 38 condenses to 11, which is a master number about like potential new beginnings, your gifts, things like that. And then you also have the Ace of Wands, which also signifies another, like a sign of new beginnings. So if you're starting something or thinking of starting something, this is definitely a sign for you. Oh, that was weird. Okay, here we go. Don't lose your courage. Definitely don't lose that courage, you guys. It's like, don't be afraid to let that out. Don't be afraid to trust the process and reveal that part of you, you know, remembering that part of you and letting it out, showing it to the world. Advice and guidance for Hufflepuffs. We have stay warm, love, mom. This is just a sign that you are so loved, Hufflepuffs. You know, those who love you and who really matter are going to be supporting you the whole way. And your guides are definitely here, heavily loving on you and guiding you and protecting you. Advice and guidance for Hufflepuffs. We have the last battle. Ooh. So I feel like this has a lot to do with you guys just battling it with yourself, to be honest. It feels more like an inner battle that you have, in which you are kind of fighting yourself on seeing that you have what it takes within you already, you know, recognizing that, taking your power back, you know. And if people are trying to hold you back or make you feel small or like you don't have the power, I feel like this is just about you finally standing up and letting them know, like, no, this is crazy. Dedication, patience, loyalty. You literally got the Hufflepuff card because you guys really are Hufflepuffs, like tried and true. Dedication, patience, and loyalty. Let's get you one more. One more, please. We have Expecto Patronum. Okay, I love that for you guys. It's really about fighting out the negative, shutting it out, and anything that makes you feel like it's taking away your happiness, stealing your joy. Don't let it. Don't let it, you know? And then at the back of your deck, you have ink. Don't let others tell your story. Exactly. Tell your own story. This is about you. Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield might be a significant song for you guys. So yes, that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you guys so much, Hufflepuffs. This is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here and having a magical time with me. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please go ahead and smash the like button. Comment down below a little yellow heart. I don't know. Is there a little badger emoji? I'm not sure. Something that makes you think of a Hufflepuff. Honey badger type looking emoji. But yes, thank you guys so much for being here and watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family over there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. And yes, thank you guys so much for being here. And also thank you guys so much for the virtual tips. I really appreciate you guys so much. And also that's linked in my link tree for those of you wondering. But thank you guys so much for those of you who have left me on. I appreciate you so much. It allows me to do what I do here for you guys. So I really appreciate that. You have no idea. But thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you guys so soon. I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you watch this, and definitely I will see you soon. Bye guys! What's up, Ravenclaw? Welcome to your reading, Ravenclaw House. If you chose Ravenclaw House or Professor Flitwick, welcome to your reading. I'm going to put him right over here so you can see him. I do want to preface this by saying I'm not going to go in depth on like what it means to be a Ravenclaw, things like that. That's not my intention of the reading. My reading here is to kind of tell you what a Ravenclaw needs to know right now. Channeling for if you are a Ravenclaw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's timeless. So whenever you come across this is when you need to hear it. And yeah, that is what it is. So here we go. We have number 19, delight. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. I really like this a lot. I feel so much like happiness when I see this. Very much like sun energy and sacral solar plexus energy as well. Excuse me. We also have contentment. Oh my gosh. Let's just take a second to really admire this card here because it's amazing. Just amazing. I love that deck so much. Okay, we also have number 66, White Raven Spirit. Trust in the magic. Okay, that's awesome that we have a raven coming out for Ravenclaw. But ironically, if you didn't know, Ravenclaw's animal is not a raven. It's actually an eagle. So just FYI, if you did not know, now you do. We have number 6, Contract Reversed. And 33, Cosmic Sapphire. Act with honor and integrity. Speak your truth. Okay, I like that. My camera seems to be crooked, so 1 second, guys. All right, that's okay. First off, what do I want to talk about first? I love how we have 6s here coming out, okay? 6, 66. You also have 33, which is a master number. What do I want to talk about first? 33, master number. That's really about growth, expansion. Also talks about abundance and harmony for me as well. So I love this a lot. so, so much. It does also talk about expression and, you know, connecting with other people, communicating, things like that. So that totally makes sense that it comes out with this act with honor, integrity, speak your truth, things like that. But then you also have 66 and number 6. So for me, 6 is obviously a number about love, associating it with the Lover's card in tarot. And then, of course, harmony, communication, which just doubles down on that 33 card, and problem solving, cooperation, kind of like, it's kind of like after like number 5 comes 6. So it's like 5 has a lot to do with challenges and change, things like that. And 6 is all about like smoothing it out, you know, like that kind of thing. But anyways, this is really about you guys just, I feel like there's a lot going on with the Ravenclaw group, to be honest with you, because my mind is going everywhere and I kind of don't know where to settle down on. And I feel like that's the energy of your group right now in this moment. Whenever you're watching this, it's kind of like, it's like there's a lot going on in your life right now. And at the same time, it's like you just need to kind of embrace what is, and just, I feel like you're very happy with the way things are, or you will be happy with the way things are. Very content. Contentment is happiness. Just being very content with all that you have and being appreciative of everything that you already have in your life, though it may not be the most and everything that you have ever dreamed of or, you know, hoped for. Like, you know, you have all these big dreams still, you know, but you're very content with all that you have in your life and all that you are and everything like that, and everything that you have going on. You know, it's still something that you very much appreciate and love and are happy with, which is amazing. That's perfect, and the way it should be. You know, we should all be and strive to have that while still pushing forward. You know, when I look at this cosmic sapphire, the way this unicorn is very much like pushing forward and like making me think of the Chariot card and striving to, you know, achieve more and just move forward. But this is talking a lot about acting with honor and integrity, speaking your truth, really just aligning to what it is that you want and feel. And also, you know, with this contract in reverse, I feel like this is about you breaking out of certain shells that you might have had, you know, or a shell that you may have, breaking out of some sort of structure or routine or, you know, mode that you not mode, sorry. Or it could be mode for some of you, but mold that you have built, and allowing yourself to really be yourself, like your true self, stepping into your authenticity and like letting that shine out and truly be happy with who you are. Because I feel like when we don't allow ourselves to really be who we are and express ourselves and, you know, truly be us and who we are, how can we truly be happy and aligned to that? If we feel like we have to be a certain way and do a certain thing and act a certain way because we are trying to meet certain expectations or cross certain cross certain T's and dot certain I's for other people, to meet other people's expectations, like when it comes to this contract in reverse card, like that's totally not how I read this card at all, but that's totally how I'm channeling it. I just feel like that is not how we can move forward, in the sense of striving for happiness, striving for contentment, striving for joy, and being able to also exude that and bring that into other people's lives as well. And I'm not saying it's a responsibility to make other people happy, but by us being happy within our own selves and in our own lives, you know, it's contagious. You know, other people see that and they're like, oh my gosh, I want that. And they are inspired by your joy and your happiness, and they try to bring that into their own lives. And just, it's like an infectious smile, you know. And it's just, you have this white raven spirit coming through, trust in the magic. You are that magic. You know, you have that magic within you. And I feel like that's a huge thing coming out so far in the last two piles as well, the last two houses, is that you guys all have magic within you, which of course, hello, we're all wizards. Just kidding. No, but seriously. We all have magic within us, and it's just about tapping into that and letting that out. And, you know, trusting that you have this ability to really do whatever you want to do. It's just, do you believe in that? Do you want to let that out into the world? Do you want to allow yourself this chance to go after this life that you've dreamed of and envisioned of, and give yourself that happiness, give yourself that ability to free yourself like an uncaged bird, you know, that's free. I've never ever seen a white raven, by the way, and I feel like that's so rare, and that's exactly what you guys are, you know, rare and just incredible. And, you know, excuse me, I just sneezed. I'm probably editing that part out because that was really loud. What was I saying now before I started sneezing? I'm going to move into this tarot section to get a little more details as to like what this is exactly, but really just you allowing yourself to step into this. You know, who says you can't do what you want to do? What does Ravenclaw need to know? Oh, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. What does Ravenclaw? We have the Queen of Wands. What does Ravenclaw need to know? The Ten of Swords. What does Ravenclaw need to know? What does Ravenclaw need to know? What does Ravenclaw? You have the Wheel of Fortune. What does Ravenclaw need to know? Also the Page of Wands reversed. In the back of your deck, you have the Hanged Man reversed. Okay. Alright, you guys. I feel like you have so many 10s also. There's so many repeating numbers in your reading. 10, 10, 10. 19 comes to 10. So I feel like this is an end and a beginning all in itself, because 10 is a ending and a beginning. But it marks an end, which therefore brings a new beginning. And so you guys are definitely coming into this era where I think you are really ending something that is, like I said, breaking out of your shell and coming into something that is embracing your, you know, this part of you that's, it's not necessarily like a new part of you, but I feel like it's something that's always been there. It's kind of like waking it up. It's like waking up this white raven spirit that's always been within you. Trust in the magic and, you know, really just letting it, setting it free. And when it comes to this Queen of Cups, you have like so many court cards coming out. And while it could definitely, I don't feel like it necessarily represents, hold on one second. Sorry guys, I got interrupted. But I wanted to tell you guys that while we have all these court cards coming in here, it could definitely be like other people coming in. But for a lot of you, I do feel like this is kind of different parts of your transformation as well. So I'm going to interpret this in a couple different ways. So take what resonates, feel free to claim all of it, whatever feels right for you. When it comes to what's happening for you guys, I feel like there's this disconnect with your emotional side when it comes to like embracing whatever this is. There might be a little bit of a push-pull energy here. It's like this feeling of not really wanting to change how you look at things, not really kind of resisting the urge to change how you do things or see things, perceive things, shifting your perspective, that sort of energy with this hanged man in the reverse here. It feels like you're not ready to move into this yet. And there's a little bit of like pushback on this. And when it comes to this ending that really needs to happen, where you move into this new energy, where you come into this and trust in your magic and all that is you and embracing it. Because it's like you are Hermione, right? You are this badass witch who has all this magic inside of you and is capable of doing so many things. And yet, you know, people underestimate Hermione because she's not, you know, she's muggle born, you know? And so what you need to understand is that that doesn't mean anything, you know? She's actually one of the brightest witches of her time. And ever, because she just is amazing. And I think that that's something you need to really take into consideration, is that it doesn't matter, you know, where you come from or, you know, what you've been through. What matters is you have what it takes and you are willing to do what it takes, as long as you believe in yourself, you know. And just shifting your mindset, shifting your perspective, and not whining about the things that went wrong, or not whining about things that, you know, are not happening. And I say whining because, like, I'm just hearing the mandrake root right now being pulled out, and it's like going wee, and like that's kind of what the mandrake root does if you've never watched Harry Potter. um that's what this is, right, by the way. But anyways, with that being said, you have this ability to really attract and magnetize whatever manifestations you have coming through with this Queen of Wands energy. You have this ability to really just, you know, what energy you put out comes back towards you. You understand that, and it's like you're able to really harness that energy, and you're able to also have this passion and fire within you and all that you do. And so the inspired action that you take towards these manifestations are even more so, you know, propelling you forward and making these things happen and fall into place. So that, combined with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like even more so that things are just happening for you and things are falling into place, and things, amazing things are just happening, right? Whether it be like good karma, opportunities, or just good luck, and just awesome things happening, magical things happening, you know. But I do feel like there's just parts of you that are just having this little pushback, a little bit of frustration with yourself when things don't go perfectly, or when things, a little bit of frustration with yourself, and a little bit of frustration when it comes to like facing a little setback or delay, things like that. But ultimately, I just want you to understand that, we all have these little hiccups. We all have these little bumps in the road. And it's about you understanding that it's totally normal, It's part of it. It's part of life. And you got this. Also, when it comes to certain people coming into your life as well, I do feel like, excuse me, I had to burp. I do feel like this has to do with somebody who might not be wanting you to break out of this particular, mold that you've been trying to break out of, because you're no longer a benefit to them. So keep that in mind, but know that this is a necessary break, because this person has just been draining you, honestly, and they're taking advantage of your energy. So that is somebody who's just been manipulative and not good for you, and that's just something that just had to happen. It had to end, and so keep that in mind. You also have new moon in Taurus. Know your worth. Exactly. Know your worth, guys, because you are worthy. Dreaming. And 22, I love this. Drawing down the sun, wildfire, divine masculine, magnificence, witness. How many double numbers do you have? 33, 66, and 22? That's crazy. And then you have 10, 10. So you guys have a lot of double numbers. I feel like manifestations are definitely coming through for you guys. And definitely it's just about you trusting in the process, trusting in yourself ultimately, letting go of any self-limiting beliefs that you might be holding on to, understanding that you are worthy of this, understanding that you are worthy of what the things that you want and the things that make you happy, you know? Don't let anybody make you feel small or make you feel like you can't have your own happiness. What you've been dreaming of, or your dreams might even hold messages for you as well. So if you want to keep a dream journal near your bed, that might be really helpful. But things that you've been dreaming about doing and accomplishing, go for it. It's now is the time to break free and do this, and go for it. Drawing down the sun, wildfire, divine masculine, magnificence, witness. This goes hand in hand with that delight. 19 is actually the sun in tarot as well, and I told you earlier that this really reminded me of the sun. So one sec, guys. Okay, sorry guys. So where was I? 19 correlates to the sun, and as I talked about, how that card really reminded me of the sun earlier, I feel like this is really about you taking your chance to make your happiness come true, taking your chance to taking that chance in your life to really go after what makes you happy and brings you joy, because your own happiness is your own responsibility. It's not up to anyone else to bring you that, and it's not like something materially is going to bring you that either. It's up to you to have that within yourself. And that's what happens with this contentment card as well. It's like having that happiness being fulfilled within yourself also. So this has a lot to do with what fulfills you, and understanding that that comes from within you and yourself, and not knowing your worth and following what really drives you and connecting to your heart space, speaking your truth, and honoring that as well. So with that being said, I do want to finish off with advice and guidance. Also with the 22, I'm totally getting off talking a million miles a second here. With this 22 card coming out, because master number 22, that's really about balance, partnership, peace. I feel like this has a lot to do with, because it talks about divine masculinity, I wouldn't be surprised also if you were coming into contact with a significant other. For those of you who are single or looking for love, that sort of a thing, like a divine counterpart. So that's something worth noting, especially when you had so many 6 energies coming out, and that talks a lot about love that I talked about earlier. So I do want to note that also. So advice and guidance for my Ravenclaws, please. Advice and guidance for my Ravenclaws. And there's just something about divine timing, you know? So we have, don't kill your innocence. I love this. So it's really about tapping into that like inner child energy, I feel like, as well. Like what really brings you joy. That's just another thing, that's something that just keeps popping up, you know? Things that bring you joy. We're just going to take the top card. It's our choices that show us who we truly are. So definitely with that 22 card coming out also, just choosing to do what you feel you need to do for you. With luck is self-belief. Yes, believing in yourself. Know your self-worth. Okay, I'm going to put that there. So far that card's come out for every single house, so it's amazing. So what advice and guidance do you have? This is your best work. Okay, awesome. Definitely your best work coming through here, you guys. And it's just about you going for it. Advice. Unexpected luck. And I love that it comes from a blue feather representing Ravenclaw. Unexpected luck coming through for you guys. Oh, that flip back over. Advice and guidance for a Ravenclaw, please. We have almost ready. Ooh, something is brewing and it's coming and it is ready. It's almost ready. Almost ready. who knows what it is. Stay warm, love, mom. So you are so protected and heavily guided by your spirit guides, angels as well. You have expecto patronum at the back of your deck. So this is all about driving out anything that brings you sadness, anything that drains you of your energy, of your light, of your happiness. You know, when it comes to mentors, they drain you and suck you of all the happiness in your life. Expecto patronum, that's what drives it all out. So that is where I'm going to leave your reading, Ravenclaws. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please go ahead and drop a blue heart emoji or a eagle emoji down below to let me know if you guys chose this group or if you're a Ravenclaw. I would love to know. Comment down below, and don't forget to smash the like button. I would really appreciate that, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family over there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energies, not weekly energies, weekly energy readings, and not available here on YouTube. And yes, thank you guys so much. Also, thank you so much for the virtual tips for those of you who have left me one. I really appreciate you guys so much. It allows me to do what I do here, so I really appreciate that. Also, that is always linked in my Linktree, link down below as well. So thank you guys so much. It's never required also, so I really do appreciate you guys for doing that. I can't thank you enough. So thank you. I really appreciate you guys. And also want to note, please be aware of scammer accounts out there, especially on my Instagram. I only have one Instagram account, which is this one right here. It says exactly how it's spelled. I will never, ever DM you for a personal reading ever. So keep that in mind. And yes, please be safe and protect yourself out there. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being here. I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you soon. Bye. What's up, Gryffindors? Welcome to your reading. If you are a Gryffindor, or if you chose Gryffindor house, you are sorted into Gryffindor house, or you chose the magnificent Professor McGonagall. One of my favorites, by the way. Also, I am a Gryffindor Ravenclaw. I was first ordered in Gryffindor, retook the test, and then I actually took it twice within like the same day, and I was sorted into Ravenclaw and Gryffindor. So I'm going to stick with Gryffindor, Ravenclaw. I'm a Gryffindor. I'm just going to stay with that because I love both, and I feel like I identify with both. So here we are. Yeah, I want to preface this reading by saying I'm not going to tell you what it is to be a Gryffindor, or what, you know, the qualities of a Gryffindor is, all of that stuff. That's not my intention of the reading. My intention of the reading is, what does a Gryffindor need to hear at this moment in time when you come across this reading? This is a timeless reading, so when you find it, that is when you're meant to hear it. So that is what we are doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to start. These 3 are for later, and we're going to get started. So my Gryffindors, we have number 16. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. I love that. Okay. We also have Wake, which this has become one of my favorite decks ever. Number 12, Canary Spirit, Sing Your Own Song. Love that. And number 21, Strategy. Also love how the numbers are reversed. Noting that now. And number 5, New Opportunities, Declutter Your Life, Glimpse a Magical Doorway. Okay. So my Gryffindors, you guys are definitely I feel like you're birthing a new thing here. Like, obviously a new opportunity of some sort, a new chapter. You're stepping into this new era of your life, and it's really something to do with aligning to who you are, who you truly are, your authentic self. And I feel like it's you stepping into your authenticity and really shining in that light, and really just going into this with a bit of strategy in terms of like decluttering. So when I see these two together, it's about you releasing things that are not you anymore, releasing things that don't serve you, releasing things that don't feel like you anymore or are not aligned to you and your purpose or your path or who you truly are. And also, when it comes to this strategy, it's about you having more of a structure when it comes to this, having more of a like a plan, and having more of like an authority when it comes to this. And I feel like you're embodying like Professor McGonagall when it comes to this, because she's very much organized and structured. Like, be here on time. You know, I'm seeing like when she scolds Harry and Ron for being late to their class, and she's like, well, next time one of you better turn into a pocket watch so that one of you aren't late. So anyways, that was a horrible impersonation, by the way. I wasn't trying, but not saying that even if I were trying, it would be that great. But anyway, anyway, excuse me. Anyway, I feel like this is really a big time for you guys to really grow and expand and move into this part of your life where you're stepping into abundance, stepping into you, stepping into what really aligns to you, and just growing into this abundant part of your life, honestly. Discovering parts of you that, you know, not necessarily are new, but I feel like we're sleeping. You know, when I have this wake card, it's just about you waking up certain parts of you that maybe were sleeping or that you've pushed down and had, you know, dormant within you because you were either afraid of letting it out and unleashing it to the world, and now it's time for you to sing your song. Let it out, let it free, and shine. You know, step into that power and that strength and determination and let it out. You know, this yellow canary is making me feel like solar plexus energy. So very much that wisdom, that power and strength that's within you is like unleashing, you know? And being rooted with this crown here is red, so that root chakra energy, just having this trust in yourself and being more comfortable in who you are and grounding that really is going to help you as well. So having that within you, trusting in the divine, trusting in, you know, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, trusting in the knowledge and consciousness that you have in spirit because of this purple energy coming through, trusting and expressing yourself truly how you feel as well. You know, trusting in your intuition and in your abilities moving forward. I feel like you're truly coming into alignment with all of these things and making these changes and aligning to these changes also. So there's just so much divinity coming through, so much magic coming through in your energy. And I feel like you're really taking this power, taking this authority and having this structure and just stepping into it and really just owning it. You know, it's like this awesome energy that just feels very boss bitch and just awesome. And I keep saying awesome because I don't have a better word. I think I need to have more adjectives instead of awesome, but it's very much just bad bitch energy. And whenever I say bad bitch, that's just in the most loving, endearing term ever. I hope you understand that. So it really is just this amazing energy in terms of like you stepping into it and really going forward with this sense of like, I got this, I'm going to do X in ABC by doing XYZ, and like really just owning it. You know what I mean? 1 second. Okay, so let's get some tarot to get more clarity, more details on this situation here. What's going on, what's happening, what you need to know, that sort of a thing. So what do our Gryffindors need to know What do our Gryffindors need to know? There we go. Seven of Swords. I think I saw that earlier. Flipping through. What do our Gryffindors need to know? Two of Cups reversed. What do our Gryffindors need to know? What do our Gryffindors need to know? The Ace of Swords. What do our Gryffindors need to know? Oh, I dropped it. Hold on. Two of Wands. What do our Gryffindors need to know? What do our Gryffindors need to know? For our oh my gosh. The Empress. Okay. In the back of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. So, Gryffindors. Okay. Gryffindors. I want to apologize if you hear background noise. You might hear my daughter, but anyways. Moving into your detailed parts here. When it comes to what's happening here, what do you need to know? It feels like there's a bit of like clarity coming your way in terms of like what you need to do when it comes to this new opportunity or opportunities coming your way and what you need to do, like as far as like the strategies you need to implement and put into place, the structure that you need to have in your life, the disciplined action you need to take, things like that, and really having a more focused plan and discipline when it comes into like, you know, setting a schedule, having like a daily plan, things like that. I think I said plan too many times, but really getting clear on what it is that you need to have done and set in place and seeing the future and how to execute that. And I think you're going to really be able to nurture all of those plans and yourself as well. There's going to be a really good balance here when it comes to, you know, work and nurturing and self-care and things like that, knowing when to, you know, apply pressure on yourself and when to hold back, like when to work and when to surrender to the universe, that sort of energy. And when it comes to like having like a good strategy, you know, we have it coming out twice here with the Seven of Swords in there, this Two of Cups in the reverse here. This is just more of like a disconnect when it comes to I feel like there's a little bit of disharmony within yourself, if I'm being honest. Actually, with this Two of Cups in the reverse, I feel like this has a lot to do with certain people you might be, you know, disconnecting from. As far as like decluttering your life, there might be certain people that you find yourself no longer aligning with, or, you know, are no longer a part of your journey anymore because of what you are doing, what you're moving forward with. You're starting to see the clarity in terms of like maybe these people were, you know, draining your energy, you're taking advantage of you, or not just not, you know, a part of your life in a way that you want them to be. And so you're moving forward and moving on from them. And that's kind of what this Two of Cups energy is. You might be in your feels about like moving on from them, which is totally normal and totally, you know, I understandable. And take the time that you need to grieve that. Take the time that you need to, you know, go through that and process it and things like that, and really just understand that it's a part of your journey. I do feel like though with the Four of Wands behind this Queen of Cups in the reverse, that this this isn't the end of the world. You're going to be celebrating things in no time. You're going to be celebrating this conception of this new opportunities. You're going to be coming into contact with people who are meant to be in your life as well. The Four of Wands for me is very much like soulmate energy as well. So more people, you know, by letting go of certain people who are not meant to be in your life, makes room for more people who are meant to be in your life to come in. You know what I'm saying? So that's another way to really look at things. I do want to reveal these cards. We have last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. And you also have the future. Ooh, I like that. Oh, very much future forward in your reading. And you also have number 3, Banyan blessings, security, the hermit, expansion, stability. Lots of 3s in your reading. 12, 21, and this one is also a 3. And then of course you have 2 and 2. So 2s are also significant for you. But as far as like practicing gratitude, being grateful for where you are and what you've had to do to get here, and as well as like the people, you know, in your life who have been there and continue to be there for you as well. So understanding that, you know, practice gratitude for the things that you currently have, and understanding that, you know, continuing forward with that attitude. Being grateful and having a grateful heart, and understanding that with that being said, you know, you'll have more and more things to be grateful coming in towards you, you know, and being very future focused. We can often get caught up in looking at the future so much so that we forget to really appreciate the things that we have in front of us in the present, you know. So I think that's really important to understand. But with the future card coming out here, I do feel like there's a lot of things, a lot of good things coming in the future, a lot of abundance coming your way, especially since you have Banyan blessings very much. So abundance and fruitful, long-lasting, substantial abundance at that, sustainable abundance, and very much so, like, when I feel like the tree, I think like family. So I think that that's like soul family is what I wanted to say. Also, I also feel like when it comes to you guys, that there's something about singing, like actually singing, like singing in the shower, that might be really helpful when it comes to like clearing yourself of any stagnant energy or negative vibes, things like that. I think it's really going to help lift you. But also I just want to tell you, practice safe singing. Like, don't go too crazy, like don't slip in the shower, that sort of a thing. So be careful when you're singing in the shower. Singing in the car might be really helpful also, but there's that. Banyan tree blessings, I just keep being brought to I just keep being brought to I don't know why I keep being brought to Avatar. I'm trying to think of like what the message is there. And I think it has a lot to do with you creating a life of stability and security for yourself, because that was kind of taken from them. You know, it was definitely being robbed of them, you know, that their tree and things like that. And that movie might be significant for some of you guys, but definitely with this new opportunity and whatever this new era, this new chapter that you're embarking on, I think that it has a lot to do with you guys creating some sort of life of stability or securing something for yourself and really building upon that. So I think that that's really exciting for you. And so when it comes to that, I want to kind of touch upon like when you're having a hard time letting go of certain things that are not meant for you, like decluttering your life, whether it be certain, you know, material things, places, people, really understanding that it's a sacrifice that you're making to create this stability and this expansion and this security and this, you know, really abundant life that you have envisioned for yourself, and really just stepping into this light of authenticity and truly living the life that you've been dreaming of, you know. With that being said, I do want to finish off with some advice and guidance. It's really so future based, like it's setting yourself up for something that is in the future. It doesn't feel like it's going to happen overnight, of course, but definitely an incredible energy coming through for you guys. Like something big is happening. It's kind of like, it's like an expanding bubble, you know. Advice and guidance for Gryffindors, please. 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 Yeah, it's our choices that show us who we truly are. Yeah. So you have free will always to do as you want, and understanding that, you know, in this life you get to decide what you want and where you go. So just because like you feel like your family maybe determines, you know, a part of you, that doesn't shape you or mold you, but it's like the choices that you make, you know. This is your best work. So definitely this new chapter, this new opportunity, whatever it is that you're working on, this is your best. Advice and guidance for Gryffindors. We have, don't let others tell your story. Definitely, this is about you writing your own story. Sing your own song. Gryffindors, sing your own song. Advice and guidance for Gryffindors, please. Advice and guidance for Gryffindors. I keep hearing like the mermaid sing. That didn't flip over. When they get, when for the second task, when in the Goblet of Fire, when Harry has to go and rescue Ron, and he ends up, you know, seeing Hermione down there as well. Oh, this says, I love you, Amortentia. Guys, there's some love happening here. No, but this is really about loving yourself. Honestly, that's the main message coming through. It's having so much love for yourself that you go after this and you do this for you, because ultimately that's what this is, right? Singing your own song, stepping into your own authenticity. That's because you have so much self-love and so much appreciation for yourself that you're going for this, that you are letting this happen for you and doing this for you, you know? And by doing that, by loving on yourself, you're going to welcome in all the blessings and all the love. If that's what you wish to attract, is your true love, that's where you need to focus on first, is loving yourself. So, ooh, we have new beginnings. Exactly. New beginnings, guys. It's exciting. Advice and guidance for Gryffindors. Ooh, where'd it go? Is that the one? Yes, it is. Lumos, light. This is the light in the dark. So when you feel like things are getting dark, just know that you have the ability to turn the light on, and you can see. You can really see in the dark. And just understanding that don't be afraid in the dark. You know, sometimes when we can't see, it's because we're not meant to. But you can always turn the light on. You always have the light within you. And sometimes the light is, that's where we need to look, is within ourselves. One more, please, for Gryffindors. One more, please. Good. One more for Gryffindor. Advice. Oops. Stay warm, love, mom. You are heavily guided and loved at this time. So really understanding that your guides love you and they are protecting you throughout this whole process. You also have Aloha Mora, which is the spell for opening an unlocked door or a lock. So this is about you unlocking this part of you, unlocking this level, and letting this out to the world, you guys. So Gryffindors, that is where I'm going to leave your reading, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I I really hope you did. This was amazing, and this is amazing energy. Please go ahead and smash the like button and drop a red heart or a lion emoji down below to let me know that you are the Gryffindor group. And yes, if you want to let me know what's going on, I love hearing from you guys and hearing all about what's happening, what resonated, all of that jazz. So I really do love hearing from you guys. So if you feel comfortable sharing, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. Otherwise, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family over there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So yes, I would love to see you guys there as well. Also want to say thank you guys so much for those of you who have left me a virtual tip. I appreciate you guys so much. It's never ever required, by the way. So I really appreciate those of you who do leave me one. It means the world to me, and it just supports me so much. So thank you. That, by the way, is linked in my link tree down below. And yes, thank you so much for that. Also, I want to tell you guys, please beware of scammer accounts. I only have one Instagram, which is here. I do have my car Instagram as well, but this is my actual Instagram right here, spelled like this. And I will never ever reach out to you via DM for a reading. Never, ever, never. So keep that in mind. Please stay safe out there. And I will see you guys soon. Please have a magical day or night whenever you guys are watching this. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.